one can secure the bag.
Get the bag, King Walker.
Let's go, 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 get some money, fuck they plan. I told her take this plan B and stop playing. I'm tired of buying jewelry, finna buy some land. They still tryna figure out who I am, who I be.
What up, though? What's cracking, Leo? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Leos out there are doing well. All right, you guys, so let's get into this reading and see what it is that you need to know, okay? So I feel like, Leo, you've always kind of been like that hopeless romantic. Like, you can be someone who loves romance novels and movies and anything about love. Like, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you believe in fairy tale love, so you could have been someone who liked the Disney Channel growing up or Disney movies. You know, you idealize love. You've been constantly waiting for that one man or woman to just come in and sweep you off your feet. But I feel like, you know, even though this is your energy, I feel like that you've had a lot of bad experiences with love. You know what I'm saying? Love ain't always been on your side. And because you've kind of been in this energy, you've had a lot of failed relationships, even marriages here, okay? But I feel like there was one particular person or situation like it was hard for you to walk away and close the door for good. It was hard for you to end this chapter between you and this particular person. Like there was a lot of emotion and love that you had for them, and it was because you kind of idolized love. You know, anything like even if there was red flags that tried to warn you about a particular person, like because what you wanted at the end of the day was love. It was like you oftentimes would kind of turn a blind eye to what was going on. But I feel like there was a particular person though, there was a particular situation where it was hard for you to close the door. It was hard for you to end this particular chapter. But baby, when you did, I feel like you experienced the biggest glow up of your life. For some of you, like you changed your whole physical appearance changed. Like maybe you were someone who was in the house a lot. So you ain't never really put on clothes. You didn't do your hair. You didn't do no makeup. You know, man, you didn't always get a shave and take care of yourself. But it's like you really started to focus on self-improvement, doing things that made you feel good, focusing on yourself. This is really giving me the energy of self-love. You know, so once you were finally able to close out the chapter on this particular person's situation, like you experienced the biggest glow up of your life, and it was all because of self improvement. You know, it's like you started to gain your confidence. So maybe there were ways that you feel like that you were lacking, or you would oftentimes blame yourself for times that relationships wouldn't work out. But it was like you had to find your confidence again. You kind of had to like be like, Stella got a groove back, baby. All right, and you went through some type of personal transformation, and now you're like the bestest ever. Like this could have been you in the past, you know, someone who look kind of frumpy, you know, someone who don't go nowhere, don't comb their hair, they don't do nothing, and all that type of stuff. I'm talking about myself. You know, this is what you look like, but once you experience this glow up, like you change. Like people be looking at you like, damn, that's Leo. Like the fuck happened to them, you know? I feel like you took a different career path or you started to do something. Some of you may have opened up your own business or you stepped outside your comfort zone and took a path that I feel like it was just for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you were in your own lane. You did something, you produced something, and you made a nice living out of this. Like you're able to live a very comfortable lifestyle. You know, you go on vacation, you take family trips each year. Like if you want to take a vacation, you can do that because you got enough money in the bank. Like you're very comfortable with the wealth, okay? You overindulge, which is a good thing, but you enjoy the rewards. So there could have been something like you worked very hard to get in this place. Like you spend a lot of time maybe to yourself, grinding, focusing on your goals and your dreams and stuff, you know, and once you start to really do that, like you experience the biggest glow up. So even though you didn't get what you want, it was hard for you to end this chapter and walk away from this particular person or situation. Like you experienced the biggest glow up of your life here, okay? I feel like I'm gonna go here. All right, so tell us more. Let's get a couple more messages for Leo. What else does Leo need to know? Now, some of you, maybe you haven't went through this right now. This can be a path or something that you're experiencing or that you're going through now that's going to happen in the near future here, okay? So tell us more for Leo. What do they need to know? Take off, y'all. Things are going to take off much sooner than you expected. So it's like, if you're having a hard time closing the door and ending the chapter, just know, baby, as soon as you close that door, your spirit team going to be right there because, baby, they've been waiting on you. All right, now it's a good time to take some type of action. There is no stopping you now. Like, this is the mentality. Like, once you start to see what their grind, what their hard work and hustle brought in, it was like you always kept that mentality here, okay? So I feel like things are going to take off, or things really start to take off for you within your career. And this is why you were able to live and have this luxurious lifestyle. You know, like it's a blessing to be able to go on vacation each year and be able to take off from work and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get one more for Leo. It was kind of like you, what's the word I'm looking for? You didn't manifest. You internalize that pain. Like whatever it was, you turn your pain, alchemize. Thank you, Spirit. You alchemize your pain and you turn that shit into money. And you experience the biggest glow up of your life here, okay? Some of you are going to sign some type of business contract. All right, these can be branding deals, documents. You could be getting gifts of money. So it's like whatever you do, people are going to gift you money for your performance or whatever it is that you're doing. Your career, maybe you were in writing or you did clerical work. You could have been a secretary, you know, but you didn't want to stay put in that lifestyle. You want to do something different. And I feel like you took some type of leap of faith. You stepped outside your comfort zone, and that's when things really start to turn up for you, okay? So let's see who this reading is about. Let's get the zodiac sign. So let's see who this reading is about for Leo. We have Capricorn, Heavy, Scorpio, Cancer. Who is this about for Leo? Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries. Who is this about for Leo? Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Aries. All right, you guys. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.